Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
Hi.
Casual Conversation with GNA. So, today we have conversation 54, and we're going to be talking about the Challenger explosion um, that happened January 28th, 1986. I don't know. I wasn't born yet when it happened, but I did hear about it. My parents did tell me about it, and it's pretty sad. It's definitely a,
Tragic.
yeah, a tragedy, but Um, we wanted to talk about that today. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, let's talk about it. I mean, it happened, you know,
It's
last
sad.
month ago, right?
Yeah,
But like many
January.
years back. Yeah.
How many years? 34, 35
Yeah.
years, maybe? So, okay. So what happened that day? So January 28th of 1986, an explosion of a US space shuttle orbiter Challenger after launch from Cape Canaveral, Florida, claimed the lives of 7 astronauts. And every time we talk about hi Wig,
Hi.
thank you for joining us. So every time we talk about people that were lost, it always makes me kind of sad. Like it's a sad situation, and it's tragic that we had to lose, important people from, you know, our NASA and astronauts. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that they know that there's always stuff that can happen, but it's tragic.
It's definitely unfortunate.
And so I kind of wanted to talk about the people. So teacher Christina McAuliffe, and the commander was Francis Scobie, the pilot Michael Smith, and specialist Ellison Onizuka and Judith Resnick, and then also Ronald McNair. So those were the people that were lost, and it's sad, and I'm sorry that happened, and I wish it didn't happen and they were
Yeah.
still here. So, um, yeah, so the goal was for the shuttle mission to launch a second tracking and data relay satellite into space, and it also carried the Spartan Haley spacecraft, which was a small satellite that was to be released by the Challenger and picked up 2 days later. And that spacecraft was supposed to observe a comet that was getting or approaching the sun at that time. So that was the plan. Hi, Damien.
Hi.
Sounds good. And so that's what the mission was. The mission was for them to go up there and you know launch a satellite and also track this comet that was getting close to Earth, to not Earth, but the sun. Um, okay, so the mission experienced trouble at the outset as the launch was postponed for several days due to delays in getting the previous shuttle mission 61-C Columbia back on the ground. The height before the launch from Florida had okay, so I wanted to talk about this because this is supposedly one of the reasons why the craft exploded. So in Florida, the weather's always like pretty,
Humid.
yeah, pretty humid, pretty chill, weather. But I guess the day before this mission, there had been some frost, there had been some freezing of the shuttle. So that's what kind of created, the whole situation, which we're going to talk about. But I guess that was one of the main problems of what happened to the rocket. So so basically it frosted the launch pad, and on January 28th, before it liftoff, it was delayed because they wanted it to defrost and get back to normal before they were able to launch. And so they delayed it until 11:38 a.m. So, I mean, I
So
don't
they
know.
thought they
That's
did
already kind of
something.
sketchy.
It is.
um,
But I guess they thought they did something about it, right?
I would be
Like to
angry.
fix the situation.
Yeah, I would be angry if, I was gonna be one of those astronauts and go in outer space and find out that, hey, we have to wait until, which, it's probably a normal thing. I don't know. But it's still kind of like scary. Like, hey, we need to wait because this might cause problems.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So everything was normal after the period of um, the greatest aerodynamic pressure. So everything was fine before or after everything was going normal after they launched, right? Mission Control told Scobie, a quote unquote, Challenger, go with throttle up. And so basically, I guess they were just saying everything's good. And seconds later, the vehicle disappeared in an explosion just 73 seconds after liftoff at an altitude of 14,000 meters, which is 46,000 feet. Tape salvaged from the wreckage showed that the instant before the breakup, Smith said, quote unquote, uh-oh, but nothing else was heard.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy. It's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Damien,
Do you want to put that up?
yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get into that
Yeah.
because the kind of like the theories, and if you want to share like your theory, you're more than welcome.
And
Um,
they like our background. Thank you. Yeah, we try to like theme it to the
yeah, we just got
topics.
this like little green screen thing, so we're trying
Mhm.
to work with it.
It's pretty cool so far though.
Yeah. So, um,
We'll get into that.
yeah, we'll get into
Yeah.
that. Um, so basically, the cause was determined that due to cold weather and reduced of resiliency of the rubber O-rings that sealed the joints between the two lower segments of the right hand solid rocket booster. So that's pretty, crazy. But oh,
That's
sure, that would be
cool.
awesome, Damien. If you can, we'd appreciate it. Um, yeah, so basically they're saying that these O-rings were the cause of the whole explosion. I guess they're like sealants.
Mhm.
And they got defected after the frost. Um, yes, we do have Facebook. It's Casual Conversation with GNA. And you can send us messages on there as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. So on the morning of the accident, an effect called joint rotation occurred, which prevented the rings from resealing and opened a path for the exhaust gas to escape from the inside to the booster. So basically, that's what happened. So these rubber rings were the ones that um, caused the exhaust gas to leak, and that kind of, I guess it was like an effect. What do you call it? Like a when something just keeps on going. So it just basically that's what made it explode. Do you want to read the
Yeah,
rest? Okay.
let's check it out.
And then I'm gonna post,
Mm.
Damien. I'm gonna post that link for you.
So it says as the vehicle ascended, the leak expanded, and after 59 seconds, a 2.4 meter, which is an 8 foot stream of flame emerged from the I don't know what this is. Hole, the hole.
She can't read my writing, you guys.
Yeah. This grew 40 feet and gradually eroded one of the three struts that secured the booster base to the large external tank, carrying liquid hydrogen and oxygen for the orbiter engines. At the same time, thrust in the booster lagged slightly through the within its limits, and the nozzle steering system tried to compensate. When the strut broke and the booster base um, swiveled outward, forcing its hose through the top of the external fuel tank and caused the whole tank to collapse and explode. The crew had no hope of escape. And yeah, I mean, very unfortunate because they're stuck in the cabin, right? Like in the crew cabin. So
Yeah.
forward section within crew cabin was severed in one piece, and custed upward with debris. Wings, flaming engines, then plummeted to the ocean. So, just it just goes to show how big this explosion was, right? Um, so okay, we'll get to this in a minute, but just talking about like overall what happened. I mean, very, very like mechanical, if you know about all that stuff, but just like
Yeah.
um to have an idea, like, I mean, I feel like anytime you're like messing with gasoline and things like that, like explosives, things that are like flammable,
Mhm.
I mean, it's always going to be dangerous, you know? And I mean, it
Oops.
just sounds like a lot of things came apart, right? Like it
Yeah,
just built to that point.
it built to that point and they kind of
It
that's
just it just failed. Yeah.
yeah, and the gas so basically like the gas started the fire and then eventually like it got to the where the gasoline, the
Yeah.
combustion was and then it just exploded.
Yeah.
Um but I did want to share that it is believed that the crew survived the initial breakup. Did you say that already?
No.
But um the loss of the cabin pressure hindered them unconscious and within seconds, and the death resulted from oxygen deficiency minutes before impact. So they're saying that basically they believe that they were just they didn't explode, but they
They
were
suffocated.
unconscious, yeah, and they like fell in the ocean, I guess. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate and um
I hope that the
tragic. It's very, very tragic. Um I don't even, like how can you I
yeah.
mean, it's
Um
just very unfortunate.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is unfortunate and it's sad. And I hope that, for the families, like, we're sorry
Yeah.
that that happened. But um, I know that Damien said earlier, because we kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the conspiracies about it. So, some people said that it was like a hoax, that there wasn't really anybody there. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's possible. I mean, I think anything is possible. Um, just it's crazy, and they were saying that, they're still alive or
Yeah, that's one of the theories that was out, right? Like that they were alive. They were
hi
still alive.
oracles.
Um, but I mean, even if it was like a hoax or anything like that, that's pretty messed up to do that to people, like make them believe that, you know,
Like
like if it
the
was,
general public?
yeah, like if
Yeah.
if it was a lie, like that's messed up. Um,
I think that's messed up.
it is.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to talk about that there was like a whistleblower that worked at the NASA that was talking about security concerns before the launch. So he was saying that to him, there wasn't like any, I guess, thank you, oracles, if and beyond for sharing. Um, that they had concerns that it wasn't written off for them for it to be safe, and so that they decided to, you know, um, still go with it, knowing that it
Oh,
wasn't a
okay.
safe,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't safety approved by, I don't know,
Yeah.
higher ups. And they had talked to them and told them that, they expressed concerns about the
Yeah.
safety, and they
Of the
still,
mission
so
and
they
all that.
basically like ignored it, and they were like, we're already behind, we got to get this going.
Wow.
So that's,
Just, unfortunate situation. Um so just I'm curious. I'm curious on what your theory would be.
that we haven't gone to space, like we haven't really been in space at all.
Or like they yeah, that's a pretty interesting one.
I don't know. I mean, that's a possibility, like that they're just making stuff up, Hey, we went to space. Here's like, I mean, because nowadays you can basically like,
Oh, this is
make things up, like
like
use
last
technology.
person you can trust, person who works for the government.
True. That's crazy. But I don't know. Like, I feel like now, even then, we don't know what type of technology they had. Like, as
Yeah.
far as like making it seem like they're there, but they're really not there, like some Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Because do
I
you
just
remember even with, was it the Apollo when they were showing the flag, and the whole flag was a whole conspiracy because they said that they're not supposed to move in space,
like the
and
Apollo mission of the whole like thing that whether they went to space or not.
yeah,
Like, yeah, that was like that's a big conspiracy one too, right? Where they don't believe they did and all that.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, like you mentioned, anything's possible at this point. And if people are out lying, that's messed up. Like I'm just like that would be messed up to do that to people. You know? These
yeah.
these poor astronauts, man, who I'm pretty sure dedicated their
What's
life
what's the
to
guy's name? The one that
studying.
went to the moon? Neil
Yeah.
Armstrong. Okay, so you know how supposedly they said that he saw like alien life or something in space, and that there was like, like, I don't know, like it's crazy to me. Like even if there was like life not in space but in the moon, like that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like I mean space, yeah, but the moon, like if he did see like the actual like crafts or like buildings in the moon, like, and he just didn't say anything because he kind of seemed kind of scared after he came back and they did like a,
Interview?
yeah, like an interview to him. He was kind of like, I don't want to talk, like I don't, it was kind of sketchy.
You know,
Hi Chad Smith,
hi.
welcome.
I mean, whether they lied about it and didn't go, I mean, they definitely can go now, right? They definitely have that technology to do that.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they building like some sort of like elevator that takes you to the moon, or like some sort of,
Oh,
and it could take you to space and then you can just chill up there with your homies and then come
wow.
back down.
The
And
the
it's
trip
supposed to be
the
like
trip of the
a
century.
ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
would have to have that money.
Would you guys do it in the chat? Would any of you guys go up
I
there?
mean, to go to space
Hey,
sounds cool.
Connor.
Hi.
Yeah. Like to do. So they're saying, I don't know if like the one in Vegas, that big,
Oh,
what
the
is it called? The
stratosphere or which?
no, not the stratosphere, the other one. The link?
The link. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, you know how it's like a big
yeah.
Ferris wheel and it has
Oh,
like a
so they're
little,
gonna kind of have something like that for
yeah.
space. That would be cool, and you get the chance to like float for a little bit, right, in space. That would be neat. Um, I think that's the cool thing about space. Being able to float, like that's just cool.
Yeah, so basically you're in like a little thing and then you go up there and then you get to chill and like look at space and then come back down. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Um, they put their families through so much suffering. The
Oh, the
astronauts.
astronauts.
Yeah, I would hope that they didn't pass because
Do
that
you
would
think
just
so?
be
You're
so.
basically like, you think that they didn't tell the families? That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be so sad.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, just like you said, the general public
Thank
feels so
you.
sad about it, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, because it's crazy,
it
like, you're
is.
all excited, and then all of a sudden it explodes, and you're like
It's very
and so
shocking.
and, like, they said that, like, parts of the shuttle were still falling into the ocean and, like, an hour after it exploded.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's just like, you know what it reminds me of? Like these like tragedies like 9/11. I mean, you know how tragic that was, right?
Yeah.
So,
I heard one conspiracy theory that said the shuttle was blown up by aliens to keep them from going into space again.
oh wow.
That's possible. Oh, that's crazy. You know what, Wig? I've always thought that like aliens were nice. But like I don't know what these abductions they be doing gets you. Maybe there's like nice ones and then there's like bad
Ones
ones.
that just aren't having it.
Yeah.
There's a what's the other comment there? Oh, what? That's interesting.
That's crazy, Connor. You should come on in, Connor. I'm gonna put the link.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, right here.
Yeah, like that I would hope that you know like wouldn't everybody hope it wasn't true, right? Yeah,
Yes.
because I mean, yeah, astronauts, man, they dedicate their life to, they get their PhDs, right, to be able to go to space. And yeah, they have families too.
That's crazy.
It's sad. Yeah, it's very sad. Hopefully they are still alive. That would
Yeah,
be
I put the
nice.
link in the chat if anybody wants to come in and say hi. You're more than welcome. Yeah. I don't know, but I hope that aliens like there's,
They're friendly.
some of them are friendly. I mean, it's a sad tragedy and Eileen, shoot, you thought we'd talk about it.
Yeah.
But
I had came across a video on TikTok and I was just like, wow, this is just so unfortunate. Um so yeah, I'm
you
like, we
saw it
should
on
talk about it.
TikTok?
Yeah. And it's just like, a shock, that things like that happen.
Yeah, no.
So
Especially now, like I mean back then it was what, the 1960s? 19
1980s.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you would think that our technology would be advanced enough for them to kind of, you know, be able to. I mean, now it is because now they're like
Yeah.
even letting people go up there. So, do you guys remember that one? Okay, thank you, Connor. Do you guys remember that one thing that we're doing to Mars, where you can go to Mars and live there? Do you remember that one Mars? I think it was called.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
For like a
But you
year?
can sign up. Yeah, they were signing up people to go to Mars and live up there, and then they were gonna like see if they can.
Like
But I don't.
see
I
if it
think
was
it was a one-way
habitable?
trip. Maybe I don't know. Let me know if I'm
A
if I'm.
one-way ticket to go to Mars?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But I don't know. I kind of wanted to because I saw that, not to like move away from the topic, but I saw that Damien had posted something about the Matrix. Oh, that it's a documentary, not a sci-fi. I saw the new one, the new
Wow.
Matrix. It was tripping me out, man. Like, I don't know. You just because I saw the original ones like way
Mhm.
back, but I don't remember a lot of it. But I saw the new one and I was thinking, man, what if it's like a VR type of scenario? You just put it on and you're
Yeah.
you're living in what is it?
In a virtual
Virtual
reality?
reality.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that is crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, would you take the trip?
No.
I love space. I've always loved space ever since I was young. Like the concept of, you know, what how it is, if there's life, and so to me, I would like to go some, if it's safe.
Yeah.
If it's safe, then you pay your little trip up there and a simulation. Yeah, there you go. And you just like get to see like actual space. I think that would be cool.
I would only go for like a little trip, like to just look at space and then come back.
Right. Yeah, like the one that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
like the link. Is
Yeah,
it called the link?
yeah, the
It is.
link. Yeah,
Yeah.
like just have a little chance to float for a little and then, check out space and then come back.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But yes, space has always been fascinating. It always has because, it's unknown and it just goes on and you don't know,
Even
right?
the wormholes, like the wormholes are so interesting to me.
The wormholes. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then just look at these colors. Like look at the background. You get these pretty hues of purple and blues, right? It's just
Mhm.
cool. It's cool. All the
Hi, John.
stars. Hi. Let
We have all these. Oh, put it.
me see.
We have all these pictures of Earth, but no satellites floating. That's true.
Yeah.
Because don't they say that they have debris in space as well that's always like chilling up there, like,
Yeah.
of old satellites that no longer work?
Like check this one out. That one's funny.
Oh, I love Chinese food.
Yeah, I know.
I love Chinese food.
Space. Let me see. That's interesting.
Hmm, that's cool. I mean, let me see.
What?
That's crazy. That would make me so mad. Like this whole time I've been
You'd be
thinking,
like, I
"Hey, we went to
believed.
space and,
Yeah.
it's all cool and everything's, I mean, and then all of a sudden it's just
And
like
it
not
wasn't
real."
true.
That would make me very mad.
And that would explain why you float. Yeah.
That is true, Connor. I love that. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I do believe we believe in God. We believe that he created everything, and so I don't know, I think it's amazing. Like everything is amazing. And I feel like I feel personally that when we die, we're going to know, we're going to get answers to everything.
Hairspray. Did you see that one?
That's crazy. Hmm. 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 Yeah, thank you guys for coming on though. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know that I had mentioned at Vault's channel that that we were going to talk about the Challenger, and then they said something about a cockpit video. We couldn't find it, that they kind of said something
Yeah.
about it, that they were saying something like, "Oh, they got us," or something like that. It was weird. But I couldn't find the video. I was trying to figure out how to share like the actual footage of um the wreckage, but I couldn't. It just kept saying like, I don't know, I need to download the video. So I need to kind of figure out how to do that so that I can
Yeah.
share like the videos
Yeah, we wanted to share the video.
of the actual like Challenger explosion.
Yeah, so that
Otherwise,
we can watch it together, but
yeah. Otherwise it says that I need like another monitor or something. Thank you, Frugal Farmer Channel. We appreciate it. if you look at zero G plane. Huh. That's crazy. Anti-gravity driving and dividing imagine the water and space, the biggest problem.
Was air bubbles?
Oh, so the hairspray like kind of keeps it together so there's no like weird bubbles going on or it looks wavy. Because you know, when you go underwater, your hair is going to be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty interesting. But yeah, simulations, Eileen, what do you think?
uh
Do you think we're living in a
I
simulation?
know it's like crazy.
You know, I think about that sometimes, but then I'm like, I don't know. Oh, snap,
A
we got a
robot?
robot. Yeah. But I think definitely, have you guys seen that movie Interstellar?
Yeah,
I love
Interstellar.
that
Yeah,
movie.
such a good movie.
The space and The Martian, like The Martian's also a good movie. But
That's with I forgot his name.
Matt Damon,
Yeah, Matt Damon.
when he's living in Mars and like that's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But so far, Interstellar
Yeah,
has been so good.
Interstellar.
Has been like so good,
Yeah.
especially like the time because they say time is different in space.
Yeah.
So I mean
That was
that's
just such a good movie. Man.
Did you guys watch it? Let me know if you guys watched that movie and
And
if
then I
you
really
liked it.
liked their soundtrack too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What other space movies?
There's Gravity, right? With
Sandra Bullock?
yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't
Um
like
what's that other space movie? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot.
there's a
Oh,
lot.
Passengers. Remember?
Oh, because
Yeah.
they're being. Did you guys see that new? What is that new movie with Leonardo
Moon.
DiCaprio?
Oh, Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys saw that
Oh
movie.
yeah, that's the one I was gonna mention. Moonfall.
Oh yeah, the new one with Halle Berry, right?
Is
Or
it?
no?
I don't
I think
know,
it is.
but that's like one of the new ones that came out.
Talks about how the moon is hollow. Oh, maybe that's an older one?
No, this is a new
Mm,
one. Or I don't know.
yeah, but that new movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's the new one, Connor, the one you're talking about. I haven't seen it yet. Silent
Oh.
Running. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Um, yeah, so how there was a comet coming to Earth and it was gonna destroy everything. And because of the greed of humanity, like
Yeah.
Earth, everybody on Earth died. That's crazy. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, man, you get to thinking about things like that. Like, what would you do if you knew that there was a comet coming, you know?
Yeah, like what would you do?
I mean, is there anywhere that to hide? Is there like a safe place that we can go to? Do you remember that movie too? That kind of reminds me of
Like you just leave the like
Number. Is it Numbers? The one with Nicolas Cage?
is it? No,
Yeah.
which one is it? The one with
Unknowing or
The
unknown?
Knowing?
The
No, no,
Knowing.
no. Isn't The Knowing the one with Mark Wahlberg?
I don't even
Oh
know where my phone is.
man. Let me see.
The
Nicolas
Knowing. So,
Cage.
Nibiru. Tell me more about that. Is that big Earth? Is it like a planet? Nibiru? So you think one of these planets is gonna like eat up Earth?
They
I
have
think it's called the Knowing.
they have National Treasure.
And so
Oh,
basically,
Knowing, yeah,
yeah,
Knowing.
knowing. So basically, like he knows that, or I don't know, he gets, what is it, visions? No, I don't
Was
remember.
it?
But I guess he finds out like to take the kids somewhere and these beings come down of the spaceship and they take the kids to a new world. That tripped me out. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was a double meaning on that one. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's I think I've heard of that. The planet that's gonna eat Earth.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's like a bigger planet, like it's a bigger Earth, I believe, right? That's gonna replace our planet or something or
Wow.
destroy our planet. Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. Knowing?
The movie?
No, I think Knowing was with Nicolas Cage and it was about the end of the world. It wasn't it the solar flares
I think
that was
so.
gonna destroy Earth and they
Yeah,
oh
because
yeah, there was those creepy guys. There was those
oh
creepy guys
yeah.
that would talk to people
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
telepathically.
yeah. And they took everybody, remember they took all the kids?
They took kids and they took animals into a new planet.
Yeah, that's true. Um yeah, so the Mark Wahlberg one was with the air. Remember the air and that like it was dangerous, right? Remember? With
The
Zoe Deschanel and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, where people basically like the air hits you and you
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Knowing
Marky Mark,
landing.
yeah, the happening. Yeah. The
Yeah.
happening.
Space, Final Frontier, but it's made in Hollywood. That's funny.
Uh-huh.
The Red Hot
That's
Chili Peppers.
funny.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, knowing the ending.
Hey, I'm like I could
Mhm.
like sing
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's funny, I could like hear it in my head, right?
Yeah.
With the two kids. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for
I believe this, Damien. I believe in, that the chemtrail situation, Yeah. Aluminum and Monsanto, that's, yeah, definitely happening. And that's crazy. And it makes me mad.
yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Californication.
Yeah.
My son sings it. He's little and he loves that song. Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the whole
Marky Mark. Yeah.
What were you saying about it?
No, I was just like I was confused with the names because it's the happening and the other one's the knowing. So it's just like
Yeah.
I get mixed up at times on like which
Do
one's
you guys
which.
remember cuz I keep thinking about this. So like in the knowing, right? You know that there's those guys that talk to people like they're kind of in disguise, so they're really aliens, right? But they're in
Yeah.
disguise and they talk to or I don't know, to me at the end they seem like angels,
Mm-hmm.
but they talk to people telepathically and that kind of reminds me. I know that we have our friend, our chat friend Indrid Cold, so that kind of reminds me of the Indrid Cold from um the Mothman, that he kind of talks to the guy in the car cuz he shows up, right? And he talks to the guy in the car telepathically, you know? And then he's like he had this weird clothing underneath his robe and I don't know, that kind of so I feel like that kind of depicts what I think Indrid Cold would look like. Do you remember Indrid Cold from the Mothman?
Like when did the Mothman talk to him though?
It wasn't the Mothman. He talked to a guy. I don't remember the guy's name. He was in his truck and he stopped and he was talking to him telepathically and telling him, "What is that called?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a city." Do you remember that? We did a podcast. We
Oh
did a
man.
we did a conversation on that and it was pretty
So many
interesting.
movies like now that's got me thinking of Signs.
No, but
Like
it wasn't even like a movie, dude. This was like the actual
oh, it was the
Mothman
actual.
prophecy, not the movie, but like what
We
happened.
did do a conversation on
Yeah,
that,
we did a
huh?
conversation on that. And every time that like Indrid Cold comes in the comments, I just think about that. But yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna end it because I know that Sean G is gonna have his show right now. So I'm gonna send everybody over there. If you guys don't know, it's Chasing the Truth with Sean Graham, and he's gonna have people from Ghost Hunters, I think, as guests. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
So
interesting.
what is this? What is this? So girls.
Wow.
So what do you see with the 10%?
Yeah, I know. I'm
What do
curious
you
too.
see?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Connor.
Connor. So it's kind of like the same thing of like, that you only use a certain percentage of the brain. Wow.
Yeah. What do you hear and see? Share some of that. But yeah, Chasing the Truth with Sean Graham is up next here at 6 o'clock. So for people that are waiting for that, you can, check him out. But we do appreciate everybody that
Yeah, we
comes on and
do.
comments and shares our videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much appreciated. And thank you for joining us and being here with us to chat.
Yes. We appreciate everybody. And hopefully we can get some more people in here and do more interviews with people, so we can get, more perspectives on situations or things or yeah. Hey, Chase. Yeah, so we appreciate it. And so we need to get Damien in here too. Right, Damien? And Chase. Sean is on Dark Waters channel right now. Okay. Yeah, Wig just let us know. So we're gonna head on over there as well, and you guys can come over and we're probably gonna be in the chat on his show. So
Yeah.
you guys are more than welcome to go over there. And thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah, thank
And we
you.
appreciate you and
We
see
do.
you on the next show or video
In the
or
next
episode.
conversation.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.